Usually you go bow to stern, but I'm gonna go stern to bow on this boat. So starting on the back, we have a flat back on this kayak. There's 3 handles on the back. You got the main handle on the stern right here, which you can grab. Right here it stays tucked away out of the way of the rudder. No more having to reach in the side of that tank well, getting around a rudder. When you have heavy payloads on the boat, you can reach around the side. We have heavy load molded in handles on the back here.
That's sweet right there.
Right?
I dig it.
Right? Everyone knows what it's like to carry a heavy kayak from a single touch point back here. So getting that double-handed wide load on the back. Now you're going to want to be the guy on the back of the kayak carrying and not the guy on the front. So we have a nice flat surface on the back here for power pole mount or trolling motor mounts. That's compatible with the rudder. So you get the rudder and the power pole back here. And this rudder, let's talk about the rudder real quick. So we worked really close with Bixby on designing a new rudder kit that's going to come standard on the Shearwater 125. And it's a gravity system, so when it releases, it drops. And you go and release it all the way. So when it's in the down position, you have your left and right toe steering. If you look closely, there's a cap right here. This cap removes with 4 bolts. Cap comes off, Bixby motor goes on, caps, the bolts go back in, done. It's that easy to install a Bixby motor. If you look back here, we've got an access plate. There's 3 access plates on this kayak. One on the front, one on the back, one in the middle underneath the seat, one on the front. That lets you get inside and do things like, you know, rig your power pole, mount your power pole, rig lights, anything you need to do in here. 4 screws and you're in. We have top loading gear tracks in the rear tank well, an ultra wide tank well that fits a 20-quart cooler sideways. Your 4 flush mount rod holders, 2 on this side, 2 on that side. Two tackle tray storage slots on either side that fits a 3600 tackle tray. Right here, people have been asking, okay, when you get that foot pedal system in, how are you hand steering it? Well, if you look in really closely, here's our hand steering. Didn't quite make the cut for iCast. We tried, this is a prototype, our parts were coming in, and we didn't get our hands on our hand steering system in time for iCast. But stay tuned, over the next couple of weeks, we'll have that installed and we'll show you how the hand steering gets installed. Oh, and that's a really good talking point real quick. We've seen kayaks before that they're paddle kayaks that you have the option of converting to a pedal drive system. And we know how much work is involved with plumbing, steering cables, and converting that paddle kayak to a pedal kayak. We want this to be an ultra simple, easy installation process. So this boat's going to come plumbed already with foot steering for the rudder, and the hand steering option for the foot pedal drive. Now when you buy the foot pedal drive, then it'll come with the handle. The handle screws into a insert point on the kayak, and bada bing bada boom, you're now hand steering. And it'll be optional left and right side. You can swap back and forth, have to run it any way you want for that steering. Somebody had asked on the owner's group, they were wondering if you'll have the option of having the hand steering and the foot pedal steering. The answer is yes. So for people who are using their kayaks in, say, rivers and in lakes, and on those rivers they can't use the foot pedal drive, then their foot pegs are still in play and they can still steer a rudder with the foot braces. We talked about the seat a little bit earlier, but real quick, showing it off again. Here's a seating / standing perch. If you're the kind of person who can stand on a kayak and has really good balance, you can hop up here. This gets you 15 inches off the deck. If you're not that person who can stand, you can rock forward, lower it, sit back down when you get to your fishing spot, and now you're sitting 15 inches higher off the deck. If you look, this is the same height as a 20-quart cooler, and it's attached to the back of the seat, ready to roll. We believe kayaks should come with cup holders because, well, we believe in hydration. So we've got a cup holder attached to our drawer up underneath the seat. Tucks away out of play if you're not using it. The seat has trim options, so you can slide it forward, move it back, depending on your the load of your kayak. There's two hand knobs on the side that'll tighten it down. Standing perch on the gunnels. We talked about that a little bit earlier, but you know, we've seen kayaks before with standing perches. We wanted to make ours accessible. We're firm believers in accessibility, making things easy to get to, easy to reach, and usable. So in this case, you just put your feet on the gunnel, stand up. Now you're 5 inches higher off the deck. These are our new patent pending free flow rudder foot control. So here's what these guys do. When the rudder's installed, there's a cable that comes through and there's a take-up wheel on the back. That take-up wheel lets you adjust the leg length. So if you've got a shorter paddler, I'm gonna lock that in back there. There we go. If you have shorter legs, crank this up. And it's spring loaded so it locks in place. Push the clip on the back, now you can adjust it for longer legs. If you are not a rudder person, or you're in an application where you're not going to use the rudder on a river with a lot of shoals or something, you need to brace real hard. There's a tab right here on the side. Pull this tab, and now it's a fixed lock position foot peg. Top loading gear tracks on the front. I think I skipped over. We've got the horizontal rod stagers here as well, so you can fit 2 on either side. This slot right here fits a 7-foot rod. This slot can probably fit up to an 8-foot rod when you have the butt sticking off the side of the kayak. They're off the back a little bit. All right, up front here we have a large, generous front tank well with the flex top gear cover. And this flex top cover has a nice flap here for a quick paddle park. So if you're sitting there paddling, you get up to your fishing spot, you want to make a cast, but you don't want that paddle like clanking on the side, you can just slide it right underneath the flap. The paddle comes all the way through, so you have plenty of space depending on your length of your paddle. In the front here, we have front rod tip protectors for your horizontal rod stagers. This keeps your rods from bouncing up. Here's your front access plate that we talked about a little bit earlier. And if you see the front of this boat, we have a sharp keel. If you want to come down here, we have a nice sharp keel. This boat will slice water. And if you see, there you go, you can see all the way down in there. We've got a U-haul going on. So this U-haul has your stability. The sharp keel slices water. This boat is designed to move, and it's designed to be stood on.
Sweet.
And there you go. That's the Shearwater 125 from Vibe Kayaks this year. Awesome showing it off.